there, I am ready. Waiting on some stone to show up. What a gorgeous morning. Here comes the sun. Guys aren't here yet. Due any minute. Just I stopped this morning and got some wire and rebar, just getting that in place off to the side, ready for the day. What else do I want to say here? Okay, well, it's quiet. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. Glad you're here. We got this driveway ready yesterday. We only had a little bit of stone to work with, so we graded up top. Now I have a load of limestone coming for the drive and a little sprinkle up there. So we form our driveways outside perimeter first, and then pull a string from the garage out. That way our pads, as you come up the driveway, you can see how that's going to be a nice even plane across there. If you would do your spreaders individually without this form in, now you have a chance of getting like a roller coaster effect in there. I don't know if I've ever talked about that. Over here, this will be our front sidewalk. The builder painted this out. Trying to keep it up on the flat. We'll talk. It might come in just a bump too far. See how you can't walk a straight line? You'd be off the sidewalk. So that's what I look for. I like a meandering. That might just be a little bit too much. We might want to pull that away. Just give it a nice flow. So it looks nice when you put landscaping, low voltage lighting around that. You see that curve. Like I said, it might just be a little bit too much. Personal preference. We did that over the winter time. Now we're gonna do, I'm thinking 1, maybe 2 steps down. They're getting their boulders in place. It's pretty nice, isn't it? We got some pavers down here, so we don't have to do anything down here. I like it. Okay, here comes Steven first. Get some tools out. Hopefully that stone shows up. Stone's supposed to be here at 7. I told Mixer at 7:15. Let's go. Isn't this how it goes? Fixer showed up. Come on back. Come on back. That looks good right there. Perfect. Stone is here. Mixer is here. That's okay. All we need is 10 minutes. We get a little bit of stone up there. We're getting expansion in place. All right, here we go. Now, it's important, hurry, but don't panic. That's when everything goes bad. So just, okay, stone's here. Let the machine warm up just for a second. The guys are still just situating. It's early, it's only 7 o'clock right now. We're in still really good shape. But here we go.
like still like. Yep. Come here, push.
Okay, while things are calming down, you can see how the driveway rolls up into the last turnaround pad. So I straight edged it around and got it over. Now I just want to work on this crest a little bit. I want a nice even transition. See how my board touching the expansion? If you just pull this over, now you'll get a little puddle pop up here that's really hard to get rid of. Like you'll get a wave. See how that's scraping it off? So just with a short board, kind of do a blend there as well as up there. And I'll check the camera angle. I hope I'm getting a good shot of that. I just want to soften all this so we're at the same roll as our form. Sometimes if the concrete's wet, just leave it piled up there and then do it, you know, in about, well, on a day like today, about 30 seconds later. Just fixing all that up. Now when you're skateboarding down it, you can go right over it. Or baby stroller, or walker. Hey, we were all on skateboards at one time. Okay, right there is what I'm talking about. Just pulling that down. Now when we finish that, it'll flow right in there real nice. And I'll try and remember to elaborate on that later. Now as Matt bull floats, he'll start there and he'll push it up. He won't pull it down quite so much. Working that right in. There you go, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, let me get done, cleaned up, and on to finishing. We're only gonna do one more truck here today. We're gonna do a back walk, front walk tomorrow morning. Is he empty, right? He was empty. This is all we have left out of 15 yards. I would prefer to have a little more than that. Probably last one. Good deal. All right, this will be about 8 yards to finish up, no problem. Get a drink of water. You knew that was coming. How's it going, Joe? Why don't you go ahead and narrate a little bit, tell them what you're seeing.
Huh?
Wait, what?
What?
I don't know. I don't want to say something wrong.
Emily will edit it out. Did they get with?
Okay, here we go. Last truck of the day. We got a little bit of footage on this. Everything went pretty well. There's the final. 2 trucks back to back. You know, pretty well. Out here and the sun started setting up. In the shade, it's still quite wet. So we're just trying to time it and work that shade line back. Hitting out here first. Because when it's all said and done, whether you're in the sun or the shade, you just want the same texture. And I think we accomplished that. Hopefully you can see that in the camera. Broom it too wet, of course it tears up the concrete. We want a nice soft broom on there with good traction. A little bit of a steeper driveway.
Yeah, I got it. I know you were asking to get enough water.
I'll put you on time lapse. I'm down to 17% on that one. We'll see how far it goes. I think Elliot's coming with some batteries. Should be good shape. So this is a steep one right here. Short, but steep. Okay. So we're just trying to get 5 feet here, then we'll add a little bit of water to it, but not much. Picking that wire up ever so slightly, not too much on this hill. We don't want it all to slide down the hill. About a 3-inch slump. One more on that corner, give it a drink. So I just take my float, kind of consolidate it right here at the joint. Still leaving it high. You can see I'm about 1 inch high right here. I'll cut that down with a straight edge. Elliot, take your float, do this up like that without getting any on the driveway. Give it a shake. Shake it right in there. Now give it a shake. Good. Do that on your edge. Build that corner up. And then make sure you leave it high. Can't wait to get a straight edge going on this. Okay, good. Jump down there. Get some on the ground and we can get spread out a little bit too. We're all standing on top of each other. So don't grab it all at one time and pull it down the hill. Just working it down a little bit at a time. That's how you keep it up on a steep hill like that. And it's still a little bit high. That's how I'm gonna leave it for now. How'd we do? I think we did okay. Alright, on to finishing. After cleaning.
That's the only problem with that video shit. I tell you, when digital stuff first came out, and emails and all that, I was doing a hot rod.
That's true. Was the door not in yet?
Now it was a separator, but it was trying just on the same side door. Plus between the columns is all symmetrical. No excuses. But anyway, I was doing a hot rod and I ordered this custom stainless steel steering shaft. And it come in wrong. And I didn't measure it wrong. I measured it again and the guy said, hey, it's custom measured, you have to measure it wrong.
Okay, with all of our cuts in, concrete rubbed up. I need the 2-inch edger over here. There's our center cut right down. Our street walk will line up with that joint right around to that street walk. Okay, half of us are bugging out. You know. Okay, we ran over to this project. We did this about, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago. I lose track of time. Rolled slate. I forget the base color. Top color was storm gray. We came over yesterday and recoated it with storm gray, touched up a couple crack areas, taped off the border, and we got here as quick as we can today. Concrete's warming up, but not hot. Just starting to warm up a little bit where I'm comfortable putting the sealer on. We were about 55 degrees last night. So it would have been okay to seal this morning, but we had other stuff to do, as well as I didn't see any harm in letting the concrete heat up just a little bit. So it is about 11 o'clock now, maybe, and we are underway. Sealers these days are very temperature sensitive. Not too hot, not too cold. Wasn't there a nursery rhyme or something like that? Goldilocks? Never mind. All right, Steve and Elliot will be here in moments. We can start on this edge and they're gonna get spraying. The perimeter will run shield for them as well as roll around the pool's edge. All right, we'll get this wrapped up here. Okay, Steve's underway that way. Now this sprayer was sitting over there. The hose is a little bit warm. So make sure you drain all that sealer out of that hose. If you put that on the concrete, it'll turn it brown. So since we did that edge, now Chris only has to hold the border over our broomed area and not drip on that box. A little bit slower, back it up. And good. Looks like we just poured it. Going all the way to a seam. Man, does that look nice?
How often do we have to do this?
I'd say about every 3 to 5 years.
And this just protects it from the weather, like.
Yeah, usually the sun. The sun really eats the sealer off, depletes the color, just keeps it crisp looking. Now in a driveway where you're getting salts and everything, corrosives, you know, that's like every other year to every 3 years. 2 or 3 years, I think a fresh coat on the driveway really makes it last a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. One last look. If you were wondering what our projects look like about 15 years after we do them, as long as you keep up on sealing, that's what they should look like.